Sustainability Group, and my question responds to some of the alarming statistics that you gave out, Cheryl, about how much children and youth are involved in watching television, social media and everything. My question is, how have you and how can we bridge that nexus between getting youth involved in the outdoors and the social media, the involvement there, whether it be through video logs, remote logs, blogging, journals, all of those things that youth are involved in, will be involved in going forward. How do we bridge that nexus? How do we use that as a training tool, not only to bring them more engaged in the outdoors, in service, but also to help use that media to train and give them job skills?
And Bob wants to answer. Go ahead.
Very briefly, having been in the federal government, and I'm sure this is a similar approach on the part of many of the nonprofit organizations in the conservation community, there has been some reluctance to actually make use of the technologies that is so prominently used by young people. At Interior, we're re-examining that and trying to move into the 21st century in terms of meeting the young people where they are and in their familiarity and then bridging that relationship. But what it takes is work. You have to reach out to engage the young people through things that they know and that they use and they're familiar with. And there is some very strong indication that we can make that relationship. We can bridge those gaps. But it takes work. It takes work.
And I think young people are going to help us. And the other part of it is, I don't think any of us need to be against technology. It's just things are out of balance in many young people's lives right now.
Yeah, and really tapping into the creativity and the entrepreneurship of the young people is going to really open the doors for more of that.
Yeah.
My name is Allison Bohm, and I am the AmeriCorps member at Kootenai National Wildlife Refuge. So I'm very interested in all how wildlife refuges fit into all this. And working at the refuge, it's really sad to see that the first jobs that seem to go there are the environmental educators. I feel that where I work, we spend so much time right now weighing our trash, and so many of these environmental education jobs have been lost, but you want to see numbers, and to me it's so sad to see my colleagues spending time doing things like weighing trash instead of outside in the field educating. So I guess my question is to you would be, where are we in that? How can we include more young people? When I leave my station, there'll be no environmental education at the refuge, and refuges are the heart and soul of what we're all talking about right now. So that's my question.
Just very briefly, you're right on point. That was a constructive observation, right? Yeah. No, just kidding. About Fish and Wildlife, Interior Department. As I pointed out earlier, Secretary Salazar has stressed quite forcefully that when the refuge managers or the director of Fish and Wildlife Service or the director of the National Park Service are considering their budget, consider their priorities, the engagement of youth through environmental education, through employment, has to be paramount in their decision making. I cannot certainly make a commitment that there will not be a loss of the education specialists, whomever, at this particular refuge.
How do we keep those specialists everywhere? They're so important.
They are.
And that's, you cut them, and then, in Washington, I just feel like you have no idea what it's like to live in Bonners Ferry, Idaho, where it's so important we have this refuge, this beautiful place, and we can't get people out there enjoying it, and you have eagles and everything, and to be so disconnected, so close, it's very...
The commitment that Secretary Salazar is seeking, and your input is extremely invaluable.
And organized behind Public Land Service Corps. Thank you very much for your comments.